ball to play. That's how good of a talker it was. And just learn from it and make sure I can change the play when the time is crunch time.
Braxton, you talk about walking past the Heismans and seeing what past players in your position have done to be great.
Yeah.
How important is it for you to have the type of season to cement your legacy as somebody that's in that same sentence?
How important
is it to you personally to be in that category by the time your season's over?
I've been hearing the Heisman talk since my sophomore year, so it's been a long time. So I walk past it all the time, and I think about what I need to do to have that feeling, to walk across that podium with the Heisman in my hand. For myself, what my nation, my family, it'd be a crazy feeling. I just want to feel that vibe, and it'd be awesome.
When you think about what you have to do, like you said, what is it that you feel has held you back from that? Obviously, missing time didn't help, but what do you have to do to get to where you want to be in that scenario?
Just have breakout games, just play smart, stay healthy, and make sure the people around you make plays too.
Now, speaking of that, without Carlos, without the offensive line, how different is this offense going to look this year?
It ain't gonna look too much different, but you're gonna see some guys on the outside making plays. I'm telling you, I hope y'all guys can check out our practice and whatnot and see the guys that we got. And it's pretty good. I'm telling you, I'm really blessed this year with receivers.
Can you give me a couple names?
Mike Thomas, Corey Smith, Mike McMahon, Jeff, Nick, Dontre Wilson, Zeke, Rod. Johnny, it's so many, man. I hope everybody plays too.
Yeah.
Braxton, you've gone against Michael Bennett in practice or whatever since you were a freshman.
Yeah.
Has he had any memorable sacks on you, or just how difficult?
Yeah, I don't like Mike, man. I really don't like Mike because I wear the black jersey. He always get mad because when he breaks to the O-line, he always want to tackle me. He grabs my jersey, so I really don't like Mike like that. Honestly, but he's good, man. I think he's a black belt or something like that, so he uses his hands pretty good.
Has been your final season. Any regrets to this point?
No regrets, man. Nah. Everything I did, I don't regret.
How much have you been throwing, and how does it feel? Like you all healed up, everything's good?
Yeah, I'm at the end of my recovery now, so I've been throwing for the last 2 months. Been pretty good, and I'm doing extra rehab. I lifted this morning. My strength is good. Everything's fine. Everything's on the right track.
So for Buckeye Nation, those folks that are worried, you're here to tell them.
Yeah, there's no worries, man. I'm gonna take care of my body. Everything's good.
Without Carlos, without Kenny to fall back on, how important though is it for you to stay healthy, especially this season?
Not even because of that. I just want to stay healthy for myself too. There's ways you can beat around that. I'm gonna stay healthy for sure. We got a lot of guys that's gonna make a lot of plays for me. I don't want to run this year. We got Zeke, Johnny, we got Dontre. They can do all the running. I'm just doing be in the pocket and passing.
You wore Fun Zone cleats up in.
I did.
Do you have anything in store this year? Anything fun we can look
I
for?
might.
You want to tip it off, though, right?
Nah, I ain't gonna tip it off. Every year I have something.
You played Michigan State in the Big Ten title game. Are you looking forward to the rematch this year?
Soon, but I don't really think about it right now. It's going to be in the end of the season, so I got to focus on the first half of the season, then we get to them guys at the end of the season.
What made their defense so difficult?
They had some pretty good corners, man. They had press corners and he was aggressive and they were solid. And you can tell because they got drafted. So I don't know one got drafted. I don't know about the other, but it's pretty solid. It's pretty good.
Hey, Braxton, talk about your maturity as in growing up, not on the football field, but as a person. When we talked to you, interviewed you in high school, you're very shy, didn't really talk a lot. Now you got all these people surrounding you. Just maturity of growing up.
Being young, man, I really wasn't involved with cameras and stuff like that. And talking to a big group. So now, getting into communication, public speaking, I'm very used to doing interviews all the time. So being a quarterback, you got to talk. So it's natural now.
Braxton, what's your relationship like with Jim? You said you guys came in together and gone through the program together. What's your relationship like?
Jeff is close. Jeff, we've got to be a big target this year. He's 6'5", 6'6", great hands. He catches everything. He's a mismatch for anything. So I want to make sure he's involved more, even though he's a tight end, put him on the outside too. So make the corners look small as well.
Is he someone you can like bounce ideas off? Talk about leadership and things like that.
Yeah, because he take a toe on leadership as well too. So he does his job, and I do my job too. That's why a lot of us next to each other this year. So he's one of my guys, man.
You guys are close. That's why they put them together. Because I saw that when
Yeah.
the photos leaked. I didn't understand why they were next to each other. Why are they next to each other?
Because because me and Jeff, man, we think alike. We came in together, came in early. I hang out with him all the time, so I feel like we're close. We're brothers, and might as well just lead this team together.
Braxton, new lights at the shoe this season. How cool is that to have more primetime games instead of an afternoon kickoff?
I love it, man. I love it. The nighttime games is what I like. That's what I'm used to too, and it's more. I feel more comfortable playing night games, anyways. I'm sure everybody else did too. Because not too hot. The sun's bright early in new games. I like it. I wish we could have more of our previous years.
Coming into this event in Chicago, obviously you're no stranger coming last year, but how much can, coming here and realizing that, hey, the season's here, it's going to start here next week?
I feel good, man. I'm confident. I'm comfortable with what we're doing, and I feel great. My body's feeling good. We just had our conditioning test yesterday, and that was real. It was tough. Coach Mick don't be playing, but it was fun, man. Fun while relaxing. Now it's time to get to business.
But you feel good.
I feel very good.
Braxton, what has Coach Meyer talked about the Gruden camp that he's had you do with him playing the role, and he brought a GM in? What has that done for your development, you think?
Coach Meyer's one of the toughest. I feel like he might be tougher than Gruden. It's rapid fire with him. If you don't know something, he's gonna ask you questions on top of that. So if you don't know your stuff, he's gonna expose you. So it helped me through my previous years, and it's gonna be a good year dealing with him all year round. So he's a good role model and things like that. He helped me out a lot.
What are some of the questions he'll grill you on in that setting?
I should let you do it, man. The interviewing session is crazy. It's he'll be in there, just me and him. Then he invites some other coaches in there, asking me. He asks me real fast, and you gotta get your brain thinking real fast as a play happening on the field. So that's how fast they ask me, and that's how fast I want to answer.
Braxton, last year you guys were one of the hunted. This year again, one of the hunted. But does it have a different feel maybe after the way last year ended? Is there a different feel the way starting the season off? So you're starting the season off as one of the hunted, much like you did last year in the Big Ten. Do you feel maybe different by the way last year ended with 2 losses, instead of coming after an undefeated season?
It's gonna be fun, man. We gonna make sure them 2 losses don't be processing this year. So we learn from it. It's gonna be a positive thing this year, coming into this year camp wise. I really don't think about it too much, but when November 8th comes, it's going to be a different show. You
laugh at that, but Coach says that hasn't even been on your mind at all. Is that something you guys discuss, or has that been completely off the table since the last game of the season last year?
No, I really don't think about it much. No, not as much.
Now that you're healthy, do you find yourself thinking about the injury at all when you're throwing? Now that you're healthy, do you find yourself thinking about the injury at all when you're throwing?
I feel like, sometimes I feel like, man, I feel like I only have surgery sometimes because I feel like when we have surgery, I come back stronger. That's how I feel.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Braxton.